good, incredible India video.
Both acha.
India, incredible India.
Please wish Abhishek all the best for your bored, are you? After all the journey that we've had, we've been given this dry topic.
If the person you bumped into is dressed in pure white, he is probably trying to portray a clean image of himself to the masses. He is most probably a politician. And if you cannot see his face because it's covered with garlands, he is definitely a politician. My advice, don't mess with him. Just like we have the early leaders program at Simon, we have of a similar stuff happening in Indian politics these days. These are the pictures of some of the young blood in Indian politics. The lady to your right is just 27 years old and is India's youngest minister.
Now let's take you through the industry. India is still a primarily agrarian economy with more than 60% of the employment coming from agriculture and related services. Although the service industry is the largest, providing more than 50% of the GDP. India was a protected market till 1991. After 1991, it's been open, and we've seen India become the second fastest growing economy in the world. And now, if they should take you through some of the industries that we think are important.
Accounting for over 40% of the GDP and 35% of export incomes, IT in India has been and continues to be an integral part of the Indian economy. The three largest firms, TCS, Infosys and Wipro, are also listed on the Nasdaq. In the past, infrastructure has not really kept pace with the growth of other industries in India. However, recently, infrastructure has started booming, with several new highways, roadways and flyovers being built all over the country. With a population of over 1.2 billion people, we effectively have a consumer market of 1.2 billion. Retail in India accounts for over 35% of the GDP, but organized retail accounts for only 4%. Further, out of the $12 billion market, over 70% is accounted by food and beverage alone. This goes to reiterate the point made by Abhishek earlier that we Indians love food.
And why you're fat.
But it also goes to prove an important point that there are opportunities galore in the Indian retail industry. Walmart has realized this and has started a joint venture with Bharti Enterprises in India. Tesco and Carrefour are also planning to sell their footprint on Indian soil. No discussion at Simon is complete without talking about finance. The Bombay Stock Exchange, Asia's oldest stock exchange with over 4,700 companies listed and a market capitalization of $1.8 trillion. The National Stock Exchange is the world's third largest stock exchange in terms of number of transactions. With foreign investments up by over 50%, you now know where to put your money. Now that we've spoken about the various industries in India, you must be thinking you're ready to start business in India. Wait a minute, not yet. You need to know about the business etiquettes in India, and we're going to walk through some of them for you. First of all, how do you greet a person? You would have guessed it by now. The best way to make an impression starts with a namaste. Second, if you want to show respect, suffix the name with a G. For example, Gaurav Ji, or maybe Professor Rajiv Ji may fetch you an extra point or two. Cricket can be a good icebreaker in almost any situation. 2492-1212. Store these numbers in your mobile right away. If you happen to come across a situation where you're being asked to pay bribe, etc., call this number and get help immediately. This is the number of the Anti-Corruption Bureau of India.
He's been on the wrong side many times.
Right side.
Now, a very important point is the Indian Standard Time. I already see laughs. So the thing is, Indians are very flexible with time. They like to do things at a leisurely pace. And if you're invited for a meeting in India or a party at 8 p.m., someone like Inga would go at 7:30. But if I'm the host, I won't be there till 8:30. We call it the Indian stretchable time. Some of the rules. Greeting women with a kiss, not a very good idea. Jacob, take care. Wearing footwear in religious places, I know it's not directly related to business, but it's an important point. And never rely on Google Maps for timings. India is crazy with traffic and you will always reach your destination late. With this, I'll hand it over to Vinayak. He's a little sad because India lost a cricket match today.